Hey guys, this is Shivansh Vatham once again, and I am on my Sunday ride. We have come to Guptar Ghat, and this is the Xtreme 160R. And trust me, I have ridden this bike for almost 250 kilometers. I'm quite impressed with the build quality and the fit and finish of this bike, and this LED headlight, which is like kind of futuristic. It gets all LED setup. Even the tail light is LED and it looks quite unique, as you can see. Short stubby exhaust. Let me just sit on the bike and tell you its features. So there's a stats. Let me just show you the instrument console. So this is a blue backlit negative instrument cluster. It shows speedometer. It has two trip meters. It has a clock. It has a service indicator, fuel level, and a tachometer. We get a hazard switch, which is pre-installed, which is quite good. There's a power slide switch, high beam, low beam, turn signals. Horn is quite low because the battery is kind of drained out, and it even gets an engine kill switch. And this is how the bike is idling. So there is a side stand indicator, fuel injection malfunction light, neutral indicator, a high beam indicator, and this is the turn signal. That is the ABS malfunction unit. The mirrors, they are like quite good, but if you are having a riding jacket on, you might not be able to see perfectly at the back. And I want to like strictly emphasis on the refinement quotient, because this bike, I was riding on the highway and I was quite impressed. And even though it's idling right now, you barely feel any vibrations on the plastic panels, and it's kind of refined. And I thank Bright Motors for lending me this bike for a test ride and making this video. So I'll be sharing the contact details. You can go and contact them if you want to buy this bike. Let me just quickly give you my review of this bike. So let's go. So Hero has focused basically on the low and mid range of this bike, and there it absolutely shines, because it has 15 bhp and 14 nm of torque, which is quite apparent. And this location is quite beautiful. Trust me, you need to come here and experience. And as I told you, the motorcycle is focused on low and mid range, and there it absolutely shines. The vibrations are very well contained, and Hero has actually used a brand new 163cc motor. This is not the Xtreme 200R, or this is not the Achiever 150 upscale model. This is the brand new 160cc, and it has a 5-speed gearbox, which is quite slick, and the clutch is on the lighter side. Sound is quite nice. It gives you a little bit grunt in the low end, and this bike is nimble and agile. And by agile I mean, yeah, this is definitely nimble and agile, but you can't really corner really hard because suspension setup is set on the softer side to make sure that the ride quality is on the plusher side. The brakes are also quite nice on this bike, because the ABS intervention is very smooth and it's not jittery like the Jigsaw. And so I'm coming from a Feza version 2, and that bike is kind of underpowered, even though the weight is kind of same. This weighs for 139 kgs, and that weighs around 138 kgs, I guess. But trust me, this bike is very nimble and agile. This negative console is quite visible, and even in the bright sunlight. But I am a little bit disappointed because Hero has, not given a very strong top end. It goes. I'm not saying it doesn't goes in top end, but it's not very strong, and that is ultimately not what I like. At least I like the bikes which rev really fast and hard, like the KTM's does. And in that sense, this is a very user-friendly motorcycle for beginners. So if you are graduating from a 110cc or 100cc bike, you can come onto this and you won't really mind, because the comfort, the sitting comfort and everything, it's very nice on this motorcycle. I just wish that, as I said earlier, I wish it had a slightly better top end, and vibrations are very well contained. No issues on the refinement up front, and it has a grunt post 6000 rpm. So let me just take a U-turn. And give you a quick walk around once again. This is basically on idle and it doesn't really make a lot of noises. 276 mm front pedal disc, ABS sensor. ABS is the only option on the front wheel, and 5-speed gearbox, air cooled, and 2 valves, fuel injection, and it also gets a kick. Short stubby exhaust. The tail section is very nice. Trust me, it's having a smoke effect, a little smoke effect. These grab rails are very chunky. It's like pillion friendly, and yeah, horn is kind of little weak because of the battery, and the all LED indicators, as I told you. Even the front high beam is quite nice. It's basically all the BS6 motorcycles having LEDs are like on par, somewhat same, and this also doesn't disappoint. So let's go back. So as I told you, I just bragged the foot pegs. Yeah, it's very nimble and very agile. As I told you, I just touched and scraped the foot peg. It's very nimble, trust me, on that front. Very user friendly, very city friendly, and very light on its feet. So coming from the phaser, this definitely has slightly better punch in the low and mid range. The phaser, nah, not quite really. Very nice in the low and mid range. It does have strong and crisp throttle response, which even this bike has because of that older engine. It's very, it's very old, and I think Yamaha should update the engine now.
Guys, I'm ending the video like this because the battery of the action camera just died. So the bike overall is very nice, and I want to thank Bright Motors once again for lending me this bike for the ride and review. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Till then, ride safe. Bye bye.